Namaskar friends, welcome to SGKG Studies and SGKG 2.22 YouTube channel classes. And in this session, we are going to discuss about certain features of Right to Information Act 2005. Yes, we have discussed so many things about the Right to Information Act. Here onwards, a series of videos I am bringing on this matter, and in this session that series of video will cover all these peculiar features. It will cover all these peculiar features. Here in this session I am going to discuss about overview of the RTI Act 2005. So stay connected. So the first question is, have you ever considered why the Right to Information Act is necessary for a citizen? It was a very big question. After getting independence of India, slowly citizens were becoming aware of their rights. Once they are aware of their rights, then only they will be aware of their duties. So they were slowly gaining their rights and duties. What was the big problem? Official Secret Act 1923. The big hurdle of information was Official Secret Act 1923, which prohibits publication of all official correspondence. Official correspondence should be restricted to the office only. It should be restricted to the dealing staff only. It should not go out of the dealing staff. That is what mentioned in the Official Secret Act 1923, and this proved to be backbone for the corrupt person. This proved to be source of power for the persons, those who were not willing to share the information. जो इंफॉर्मेशन को शेयर करने से डर रहे थे, जो कुछ भ्रष्ट लोग थे, करप्ट लोग थे, कुछ मोनोपोलिस्ट लोग थे, so they were hiding all the information in the pretext of Indian Official Secret Act 1923. Today or tomorrow it has to come out. Why? Because corruption were increasing and citizens of India were not getting any information so that they can challenge what the action they are taking. Challengeability is always subject to the availability of the information, and information was not available to the citizen of India, so he was not able to challenge the issues. So this was the main cause. Official Secret Act 1923 was the main cause. How to overcome that provisions, and for that Right to Information Act was necessary. Secondary thing, after globalization, Right to Information Act, having a Right to Information Act in a country was measured as the country's growth and development feature. How much country is developed, how much country growth is seen, that was observed if you are having Right to Information Act. If you are not having in the global forum, somewhere something is getting missed. So this was also one of the reason. So Right to Information Act 2005 was passed. The primary goal of the Right to Information Act was to empower citizens, to promote openness and accountability in government operations, combat corruption, and make our democracy fully function for the people. Because democracy is for the people, by the people, of the people. So if democracy is for the people, people should know what government is doing. So that is why it was necessary to promulgate, to pass, to implement Right to Information Act 2005. So the primary goal, we have to keep it in our mind from the MCQ point of view, to empower citizens, to promote openness, and to promote accountability in government operation. If I know the information, I can ask government official, you are accountable for this, how you can do like this and how you cannot do like this. Combat corruption. So we can fight corruption out and make our democracy fully function for the people, right? So this is the journey of RTI Act 2005. In 1986 itself, there was thinking of Right to Information Act. In 1986, when Rajiv Gandhi government was in power, that time itself there was talk of Right to Information. It could not materialize. When Vajpayee government came, then in 2002, they did something. It was not Right to Information Act, Public Information Act, something like that. In 2002 they passed. And when NDA government came into power, when Manmohan Singh government came into power, they wanted to somehow repeal 2002 Act of Vajpayee government. So to repeal the Vajpayee government Act, and some other pressures were there, they passed RTI bill in Lok Sabha on 11th May 2005. So question number 1, RTI Act was passed in Lok Sabha on 11th May 2005. Then after passing in Lok Sabha, it came to Rajya Sabha. On the very next day, on 12th May 2005, Rajya Sabha passed the bill. So Lok Sabha passed, Rajya Sabha passed. What is next? President assent. So for President assent, 15th June. On 15th June, probably just 1 month later on this. So on 15th June, RTI got assent, President's assent. On 15th June, RTI got assent of the President. So from here, RTI bill became RTI Act. So RTI Act was passed in Lok Sabha on 11th May, in Rajya Sabha 12th May, assent of the President 15th June. But the thing is, for implementation of RTI, certain infrastructure improvement was requirement. Without infrastructure creation, without infrastructure improvement, RTI implementation was not possible. So for that purpose, 120 days, 4-month time was given to all government departments. 4-month time was given to all departments, government departments, to prepare for following up of the RTI Act. And in this way, it came into effect from 12th October 2005. So this is the journey which started 11th May, 12th May, 15th June, and finally it came into operation from 12th October 2005. Why this 120 days were required? Because within 120 days, all government data were asked to digitalize, to keep it, to store it, to appoint PIO, CPIO, CIC. There were so many infrastructure improvements were required. For that 120 days it took to come into effect, right? Since it took almost 120 days, 4 months to came into force, so we must know what is the objectives of the RTI. These all objectives are part of the UPSC MCQ questions. UPSC asks very frequently all these questions in MCQ. Let us understand one by one. Objective number 1, to promote transparency and accountability in the functioning of the public authorities. So in public performance there has to be transparency, पारदर्शिता तो होनी ही चाहिए, accountability भी होनी चाहिए, जिम्मेदारी जवाबदेही तो होनी चाहिए. और जब when transparency will be there, then only accountability can be fixed. So the prime objective of RTI Act was to promote transparency and accountability in the functioning of public authorities. Second, combat corruption. So Indian democracy were suffering a lot from the corruption views. Corruption was hampering all the schemes. One of our prime minister in public forum, he told, when we send 1 rupees from the Delhi to the needy, it reaches only 15 paisa. So out of 100 rupees, only 15 rupees reaches. 85 rupees is just lost on the name of corruption. So there was need to combat corruption. So for that RTI Act came into force. Then provide information to people both proactively and upon request. Very important. So RTI Act most important objective is to provide information to people both proactively and upon request. So when we talk about proactively, section 4 makes the provision, makes it compulsory to disclose as much information as feasible on the public domain, so that RTI request is application is made very less. If every information is in the public domain, public will not resort for the RTI. So the objective was for both proactive. Proactive means to put maximum information in public domain, so that resort to RTI is minimum. However, upon request also, if somebody is demanding, please provide the information. If nobody is demanding, then also publish the information in public domain. If somebody is requesting, after this also please provide the information. This is the one of the best objective of the RTI. Deal with complaints of unreasonable denial of information by public authorities through a two-tiered appeal system. So in RTI we have appeal system. Application goes to the public information officer. He may provide information, may not provide information. If he doesn't provide the information, the applicant can reach to appellate authority. First appellate authority is from that within that department, and second appellate authority is Central Public CIC, Central Information Commission, right? So it is two-tiered appeal process. Next objective is provide appointments of Central Public Information Officer and Assistant Public Information Officer. In short, they are known as CPIO, APIO. Establish Central and State Information Commission. Most important, this question generally comes in UPSC exam. It establishes Central as well as State Information Commission. If somewhere question is coming, it establishes only Central Information Commission or only State Information Commission, you have to rethink. Foster trust between the citizens and the state. Once information is available with me, transparency is there, accountability is there. If information I am seeking, I am getting the information. If I am not getting information, I am going for first appeal and second appeal. Certainly it will foster trust between the citizens and the state. So RTI Act 2005, why it is 2005? Because it was passed in 2005. So it is a fundamental right under Article 19(1) of the Constitution. Those who have information, idea about the Constitution of India, Article 19 is the freedom. It talks about certain freedoms. So freedom of speech and expression is 19(1). Freedom of speech and expression is Article 91. So while passing RTI Act, it was interpreted that it is a part of fundamental right provided under Article 19(1) of the Constitution of India. It mandates public authorities to give timely response to the applicant. So if somebody is requesting for some information, we cannot prolong it for a year, 2 year, 3 year and then forget it. No. If somebody is requesting some information, it has to be provided timely. For that provision is also made in RTI Act. It empowers every citizen to seek any information. So citizen of India, MCQ question, any person, Pakistani, Bangladeshi? No. It empowers every citizen of India to seek information. Only citizen of India can seek information. No other person can seek information. It allows inspection of work, documents and takes certified copies and samples of material. So RTI Act makes provision so that the needy person, the information seeker person, he can inspect your files, folders, registers, all documents, and if he thinks so, he can take certified copies of your work done and samples of material. So he has right not only to check the file, he has right to take copies of that file. So this is the power of RTI Act 2005. RTI covers all the three organs. Three organs we know: executive, judiciary, legislature. There are three organs of the government: executive, judiciary, legislature. So legislature includes president and two houses: Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Council of States, House of the People. So RTI is implemented in Parliament also. It covers Parliament also. Judiciary, both of the government that interprets the law, branch of the government that interprets the law is called judiciary. System of courts that administer justice in the name of the sovereign or state. Judiciary is also covered under RTI. So please don't think that judiciary is not covered. Then executive, branch of the government exercising authority and holding responsibility for governance of a state and enforce the law. So whatever law is made by legislature, it is executed by executive body. So when it is executed by the executive body, they are also under the ambit of RTI Act 2005. Key terms related to RTI Act. So in RTI, we will very frequently be dealing with information, public authority, records, right to information. Let us understand one by one. So information can be any material in any form, including records, documents, memos, emails, opinions, advice, press release, circular, order, logbooks, contracts, reports, papers, samples, models, data material held in any electronic form, and information relating to any private body which can be accessed by a public authority under any other law for the time being in force. So information includes all these things. All the official activities covered under information. Public authority, An authority or body or institution of self-government establishes or constituted by or under the constitution. Who are the public authority? They are established or constituted by or under the constitution. They are constitutional body. By or any other law made by the parliament, statutory body. By or any other law made by the state legislature. By notification issued or under order made by appropriate government, and includes body owned, controlled and substantially financed. Non-government organizations substantially financed directly or indirectly by funds provided by appropriate government. So wherever government provides fund, where whatever the agency name they may be, if they are getting government fund, they comes within the purview of public authority as far as RTI Act is concerned. Records can be any document, manuscript, file, microfilm, microfiche, facsimile, any copy of the document, any reproduction of image or any other material produced by a computer or any other device. So this will be called records. Right to Information Act. Right to Information Act includes inspection of work, document and records, taking the notes, extracts or certified copies of documents or records, take certified samples of material, obtain information in the form of diskettes, floppies, tapes, video cassettes or any other electronic mode or through printout. So RTI Act enables us to do all these things, and public authority is bound to provide this information. There is no second option. So whatever we have discussed, for that MCQ. When did the President sign the RTI Act 2005? So if you recollect, first it was passed in by Lok Sabha on 11th May, by Rajya Sabha on 12th May. It came into force on 12th October and it got President assent on 15th June. So 15th June is the correct answer for this question. Which of the following statement is not true about the RTI Act 2005? Very tricky question. Like this UPSC makes the questions. We will understand which are the statements true. It is not true. Otherwise what I will think? Fights corruption, true. Promotes transparency, true. All the above is not applicable here. So what is not true? Establish only a state information commission. That is wrong. It establishes Central Information Commission also. A branch of government is in charge of enforcing the law. What kind of branch can this be? So making law, try to understand, making law is the duty of legislature. Making law is the duty of parliament. Whether law is good or bad, that is interpreted by judiciary. But whatever law is made, enforcing that law, there is agency which is called executive. So executive is the charge, executive is in charge of enforcing the laws. Assume an application receives the information he or she requested. Which of the following is possible format for this information? So information के फॉर्मेट क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? ईमेल हो सकते हैं, रिकॉर्ड्स हो सकते हैं, सर्कुलर हो सकते हैं, लॉग बुक्स हो सकते हैं. That means all of the above. So in this way we learnt systematically certain features of the RTI. This process will continue. I am going to make many videos on RTI so that nothing is left. It is useful for the examination purpose also. It is useful for the creating awareness also. We all are responsible to create awareness among the society. So please keep on revising. This is your own YouTube channel SGKG Studies. Please like, subscribe and share to your near and dears. And this is your another YouTube channel SGKG 2.22. Here only I am going to upload RTI. So RTI Act is uploaded here. Please do like, subscribe and share. We meet in the next class. Till then, keep on revising. Namaskar.